Tonight, John Cleese's 1988 heist comedy, which stars the comedy legend, Jamie Lee Curtis, Kevin Kline, and Michael Palin, followed the story of a respectable British barrister who has his life flipped upside by an American woman he falls in love with. The film, which airs from 11:30 p.m. on BBC One, was a huge box office success, and earned an array of awards including an Oscar for Best Supporting Actor for Kline. Cleese has remained firmly in the spotlight throughout his career, which saw him also star in a number of successful comedies such as the film Rat Race, and the BBC comedy Fawlty Towers, which he also wrote. But in more recent years he has become better known for his views on politics and political correctness, and it was announced earlier this year he would be involved with a new free speech show on GB News. He was a supportive figure of the Leave camp during the 2016 Brexit referendum, criticising Brussels and its influence over British life. In one rant, the 83-year-old took down a Remainer in a brilliant tweet, tearing apart the commentator's claims. When a user asked Cleese, "Must be difficult to be pro-Brexit and anti-Trump, John. That both campaigns had common resources should tell you everything. Putin is delighted with both outcomes." He replied, "I am not pro-Brexit in the ordinary way. I am sufficiently psychologically knowledgeable to know the matter is quite beyond our powers to predict. So am deeply suspicious of any zealot who pretends to know what is really going to happen." In October, GB News confirmed Cleese would be fronting a new series on the channel which will see him in conversation with a variety of guests on topics that interest him. It will mark a return to the TV screen for Cleese, who has last appeared in the sitcom Hold the Sunset in 2019. Andrew Doyle is the executive producer on the show, who also hosts Free Speech Nation on GB News. He said, "John will have complete creative freedom to have the conversations he wants to have with the people who interest him most. Like John himself, it will be far from predictable." While Cleese was an ardent backer of the UK taking back control, his co-star in A Fish Called Wanda and in Monty Python, Palin, was saddened by the decision for Britain to leave the UK. In a 2019 interview with iNews, Cleese appeared to change his tune when he said, "It worries me a great deal that the public would rather not mix with Europeans," adding, "The idea that these people are somehow going to ruin our way of life seems to be completely wrong and misbegotten." He added, "People are still doing very silly things and making ridiculous spectacles of themselves. The only way you can see what's going on in the Brexit mess is through the eyes of Python. Just look at all the name-calling, it's extremely Pythonic." Fellow star Joanna Lumley, in 2016, also waded into the debate, telling AOL's Build series that she understood why Brexiteers wanted out of the bloc. She noted that it was difficult for all EU members to agree on legislation, making it hard for the UK to prosper, and said, "Look how hard it is to get a hung jury to agree, that's only 12 people and look how hard that is." A Fish Called Wanda airs from 11:30 p.m. tonight on BBC One.